Alrighty, so today we have the Brinyte T28. So let's just open up this and see what we get inside. So you'll get your Brinyte T28 user manual. So you'll also get so this is a like pressure switch for mounting this onto a rifle, which is pretty cool. So all you do with that is take off the tail cap, put your battery in there, which is a 5,000 milliamp hour 21700, which has a charging port installed in there. And then you just screw this on just like a tail cap. And I've already, there we go. So screw this on just like the tail cap. And then, you'll mount this bit to your rifle. And then this comes with a double-sided sticky Velcro. And then you'll be able to access that. So the on button is the middle one. And then if you hold down the minus, it turns it down. And if you hold down the plus, it turns it up. So the lumens, that is. But if you want to change from red to green, you still have to turn this little notch here. Okay, so that's awesome. And then off. Now, does it have momentary? Press and hold, let go. No, it doesn't. 1, 2. No. Okay, just wanted to check that. All right, so that's your, weapon mounted pressure switch, which is friggin' awesome that it gets included with that. You'll also get 2 spare O-rings here, which is great. These O-rings, they actually seem to have been oiled as well. I can see inside there, which is cool, man. So they've oiled these O-rings and then sealed them for you so that if you need to replace them at the tail cap end, they're already oiled for you, which is really nice. That's the first time I've ever seen that, actually. Cool. And then your charging cable. So this is going to charge your battery. So you got to pull the battery out, put the USB-C side into the battery, and that just into the wall. Okay, so let's look at it. Well, this has an aspheric lens, see there? So it's got a flat lens on the top with an aspheric lens underneath it, which is why you get that, right? So that's the very nice circular beam that covers a whole lot of ground, and the further away you move it back, the larger it gets, which is really cool. I mean, look at that. I'm only probably a foot off the table and it's already getting very large. So that's really cool. The emitter down there, if you can see, is an XPL high. So that's a really, really good emitter. Great for throw. And the way you turn it on is you press and hold the tail cap and it'll come on. And then you turn the tail cap to turn the brightness down. And then you turn the tail cap to the right to turn the brightness up. So you do need 2 hands to do that, but once you find your brightness, you can then go back to using 1 hand. If you want to see further away, all you do is turn the head and it becomes into a throw beam. Now the beam is square. It is a bit weird looking, but it throws a long way, as you'll see in the night shots. It's really cool. And then obviously you can stop at any point. So, if you want to stop there, great. It'll throw a bit further, but it won't have that wide surface area that you get if you have it all the way turned in like that. Single click, turns it off. Now this notch here, as I showed you before, very easy to operate. So when it's on and it'll just come on in whatever it is, you can just switch it and you've got red, and then switch it again and you've got green. So I really think that having white, green, and red is really cool. I know that green is used a lot for people who hunt, as well as white, but red is also a great color to use if you don't want to disturb your night vision. So if you're out hunting and you want to, you're let's say stalking, and you want to just stalk and see the path in front of you but not damage your night vision, then you'd be using red. And then when you kind of lock onto an animal or something like that, you can switch to white or green, and you can obviously zoom it all the way out so you can get that pinpoint focus on whatever animal you're hunting, hopefully to eat. Now this light will tail stand, although it is difficult to get it to tail stand, but once it does, it does. And it does have a kind of crenulated bezel here. You can remove that bezel. It takes a bit of elbow grease, but you can remove it. I've done it before. I'm not going to do it again because it is quite hard, but you can remove it if you don't want the bezel to stay on there. But I like it. I think it protects the lens, and of course, if you have the light on, with the bezel, you'll notice that it's still on if you put it face down, which is always helpful. So the lumen outputs that this thing can provide are very useful because using the 21700 battery, you get really, really long runtime. So the highest output is 650 lumens on the white. So let's get it to the white. So the highest output there is 650 lumens. The highest output on red is 140 lumens, and the highest output on green is 130 lumens. Now, you will get on the white 650 lumens for 135 minutes, red for 220 minutes, green 270 minutes. The proposed distance you'll get when it is zoomed out with each of these, so I'll just zoom this out to show you. So, and I wanted to do that to show you that you can do it with one hand. I struggled to do it during the night shots with one hand, but then I got it, and that is really helpful to do it in with one hand, because you might have something else in your other hand, a map or whatever. So the greatest distance you'll get on high with white is 525 yards, not meters. And then with red, it's 255 yards, and then with green, it's 340 yards. And honestly, I'd probably say those measurements are fairly accurate, because as you see in the night shots, when it throws, it bloody throws. Now you've got 1 meter drop resistance, and it's IP66 water rated. So it can be dropped in water, but don't leave it submerged for very long at all, because that will start to damage it. But you could drop it in water and pick it up, and it wouldn't have any effect on it. Now let's see how tall it is. So we've got 18 centimeters from head to tail when it's not zoomed out. And when it's zoomed out, it obviously grows to about 20 centimeters. So it's not a huge light. This is a very, very great light to hold in the hand whilst out hunting or stalking or whatever, or even just bushwalking. Because as I said before, having this light with while it's completely zoomed in, so you've got the big surface area, the big circle, that's a great bushwalking light. And then if you don't have anything in your hand and you want to see what's further away really quickly, you can quickly just give it one long turn, and now you've got a lot of throw. So I like that about it. Now we'll just check the weight, because it's not too heavy, but it's not light. Like, if you put this in your pocket, even in your jacket pocket, you're going to know it's there. But let's see how heavy it actually is. So with the battery included, 288.97 grams. So 289 grams. So look, all in all, we're going to go to the night shot soon, but all in all, I like this light. I like how it's made. I like how it holds in the hand. I think that the lever here is a really great system, very easy to turn, and it's natural. The ergonomics are natural. Once you have this light turned on, it's natural for you to hold it like this, and your thumb just be at the ready to switch it from white, green to red, So that to me is a very ergonomically pleasing light, and I'm happy with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to link this in the description below. As usual, if you're interested in it, click the link and go check it out. If not, don't worry about it. And let's go out to the night shots. See ya. All right, so we have here the Brinyte. Now, that is the Brinyte with its zoomed out, but can I do it with one hand? No, I can't. Okay, so I'll just have to show you the green and then the red. And now I will have to zoom it out. Give me a sec. Okay, now it's zoomed, so we get heaps of throw. So there's the red, there's the white with that XPL high. God, man, that's some good throw. Check that out. That's awesome. And then the green. So the only thing that's annoying is you can't zoom it with one hand. So you do need two hands to zoom it. And this is on the highest output. But it's bloody cool. Throws very, very far. Throws further than I thought it would, to be honest. Did not see it throwing as far as it does. How cool is that red? And then I'll try, oh yeah, I can zoom it with one hand. I can zoom it back with one hand, actually. There you go. Boom. Awesome. All right, there it is. And see ya.